Hello everyone, welcome to our episode of Showcase on Warframe. Today's item is a good one, the Hek shotgun set. Now this will be the Hek shotgun and the Warframe Hek. So we'll cover one, starting with the plain Hek. The plain Hek came about when it was the main arsenal for weapon of the Counselor Hek, back before he looked like the slob that he is now. The Hek is an incredibly powerful shotgun. Just looking at the stats you can tell that. For a shotgun it's good accuracy at 9.1. And only 10% critical chance, but it's across every pellet it shoots, critical multiplier times 2. The fall off is meaning the range, so between 10 to 20 meters you'll start to see the fall off of damage. Magazine only 4 though, that's a downside. Reload second of 2, so that's a good 25%. And you can see here's a 341 puncture. So yeah, Grenadier don't like this weapon, it hurts. And you're gonna find out how much it hurts the enemies. The answer is a lot. Spoiler. Alright. Their stats, not as important. Anyway, you want to get the Hek, go to the weapon arsenal, the marketplace, and you'll find it there. Master rank of only 4. So that's so surprising, given how powerful this shotgun is. Then again, the Tigress is a lower barrier of entry, I believe. But there you go, and you can see you need about 25,000 credits. 5 neuros wasn't too much, but it's still a little much for anyone new to the game, dedicating that many neuros to it. About a good chunk of pulse circuits, 1200 salvage, and 1000 Rubicon. All easy stuff to gather. So yeah, it's a very powerful shotgun. Actually, both shotguns are powerful, Tigress and the Hek. And both are going to be accessed at Master Rank 4 or lower. But however, you need to put a lot of work into these weapons to make them to the god destruction tools that they are. Which they are. But still, they're shotguns. Okay, taking a closer look at the Hek. It's probably the weirdest looking shotgun around, by far. Not only has it 4 barrels, like that's in a sense already like recoil might be a nightmare, but the reloading mechanism is also incredibly weird. Right here we got, look at that, it's the magazine, into the 4th barrel. None of this makes sense how you think about it. Nothing. You do pop into the 4th barrel, and if it's compressed air that would make sense. But we know from the thumbnail I took, you can see the barrel casing right there. So it shoots legitimate bullets that hit the enemy and they die really quickly. So I don't know how this reloading mechanism works, it just doesn't make any even sense. It goes in the 4th barrel or one of the barrels. It's on the end of the barrel, not in the receiver portion. I don't know, it's just the biggest glaring thing about this when you reload it. That's the only thing you interchange. Yeah. Alright, so you can tell very quickly that the Hek has a very good spread, like very tight. It is a shotgun you can use at range, though it does fall off between 10 to 20 meters. So as much as you can hit opponents, no matter how impressive it gets, the damage won't certainly be there anymore. Alright, you can see even from this distance, it is still acceptable for a shotgun. How far away is that target now? About 45 meters, so yeah, incredibly accurate. But anyway, let's go into my ultimate build for the plain Hek. Alright, you can see that my critical chance is just 15%, not much changed. Critical damage, same. Fire rate, a little bit better. Still 4 shots in the magazine, still below 2 seconds. Status is impressive 76% chance, and my puncture is almost 20,000. This thing hits hard. Like a train hard. So yes, there's a lot. Now, admittedly, I could throw another element on here, but throwing any other element on here jeopardizes the damage of this weapon. But oh well, to a 20,000 puncture, not a whole lot of things survive. So you got the prime point blank to get that damage, you got the breech loader for pretty much going the extra puncture damage. Vicious spread, which lowers my overall accuracy, as you see, but increases damage a lot. Hell's Chamber, which gives a lot of multi-shot. Blaze, which adds fire damage plus plane damage. But there is one mod here that's special to this weapon only. Scattered Justice. You can pick it up from Steel Meridian. It only works on the Hek here. And adds 200% multi-shot. This is the train wreck. This is what takes the train and drums it right into your opponents. That mod. So here's my rivin mod. Now this rivin mod is more geared towards the Warframe Hek, but still works on the play one just fine for the extra bit of puncture it gives. For about a comparison here, without this I lose around 2,000 puncture. So I could put our element on, but I figured why not, just throw this onto the already existing Hek for shits and giggles. Alright, let's get some tests done here. Let's start up against some Grenier. It's going to hurt them a lot. I'll grab about 12 of these guys, and level? What level do you think I'm going to go to? Of course, we're going to go to level 150. Why wouldn't we? Alright, oh, you gotta hit them manually. Okay, there we go. So yeah, level 150. Alright, so it won't be the smoothest kill. As you see, it takes 2 or 3 shots, but this is level 150. Majority of players do not get this far, do not take on enemies this powerful naturally. The fact is, even if I did fight bones like this, I wouldn't be using Equinox. I would be shredded in mere seconds. I'd probably be using a Nova. Who knows? Maybe a Ball of Valkyr. Who knows? A Naros. Something that survives slightly longer than Equinox. But yes, as you can see, it takes down level 150 Grenier rather easily. But still, I have to get a bit closer since my accuracy's been a little tweaked on the negative side thanks to Vicious Spread. But oh well. I think it gets the point across here. It kills very easily, though the 4 shots in the magazine does get in the way in this regard. But as you saw there, you need to be relatively close to my opponent thanks to Vicious Spread. If you don't hit him in the head, it does take a dip in damage. But enough of that. Let's go against some Corpus here. Some Moas. Alright. So grab some Moas. Preferably just Moas. And we'll take all 20 of them. Same level, 150. My Hek gives no fucks. It's gonna wreck them anyway. So pretty much same deal. 2 shots. Now, admittedly, you could really use, for any other category other than the Grenier, you could really use some punch through in this sucker, but again, that's a bit difficult to do without dipping the damage heavily. But against, I normally use the Hek exclusively against the Grenier given its 20,000 puncture damage, which multi-shot's a bit wasted most of the time on Grenier because they don't like to line up like this. So I find it very little solace and a problem. So well. As you see, easily tears apart these guys. And the Hek is meant to be a run and gun. You're meant to be very mobile while using this, given how close you gotta be to your opponents. And now, even though my Rivin mod does do negative modifier, negative 17% damage to the infestation, I'm still gonna fight them level 150. And you see here, it makes a little difference. If it probably wasn't for that Rivin mod, I'd probably kill these guys with 1 shot, not 2. Plenty powerful enough, though. Although the only downside here is that a punch through would be really helpful, and a bigger magazine would definitely be helpful. But the Hek is probably not the best geared against the infestation. Well, it certainly works against the Ancients. It really works well against them. In their fossilized armor. But for the most part, as you see, the Hek, you can throw anything at the Hek, and it'll tear it down when it's built correctly. But how does it work against the opponent with the most armor in the game? Level 150 Heavy Gunner. Corrupted Heavy Gunner, that is. Well, you can actually kill. This is actually possible. Although, I wouldn't recommend it. As you see here, it takes quite a few shots. Now, let's move on to the Vacor Hek, which is pretty much the same thing, but better. But there's a few rules attached to it. But anyway, the Vacor Hek, you can see, has double the magazine size, and the critical chance goes from 10 to 25%. So this is a critical-based shotgun. That's a critical chance of 25% per pellet. You shoot a good 12, 29 of these suckers out, depending on your multi-shot. So yeah, definitely powerful in that regard. The damage fall-off is the same though, and the accuracy is remaining the same. And I'll show a comparison in a second. There's no need to view this weapon in Captura, because they look identically the same, just a different paint job. How do you get the Vacor Hek? You must be in the good graces of Steel Meridian like I am, and be at the maximum rank of General. When you reach that, you must dump 125,000 points in order to get the Vacor Hek of their 3 Siniga weapons. So yeah, that's a lot of points there. People buy this weapon pretty regularly, though since I get Steel Meridian points very slow, they don't often sell that. Oh well, I sell the other ones. But yes, incredibly powerful weapon, though possibly more difficult to build, depending on what your gear is. But anyway, let's show a direct comparison between the two. I'll take the regular Hek, and this is the improved stats of the Vacor Hek. As I mentioned, you can see that the critical chance is improved, from 10 to 25. The fire rate slightly gets better as well because you got more magazine capacity because it doubles. And the reload only increases by 0.3 of a second. That's like a minuscule amount. You won't even notice that go by. Barely. So, why wouldn't everyone use the Warframe Hek? Well, there's one glaring issue you're about to see about that. So yeah, here's my ultimate build for the Warframe Hek. Now, if you look across the stats, you'll immediately see at the bottom. Wait, what's the damage so low? You only got barely 7,000 puncture? See, yeah, you remember that mod we have for the Hek that gets 200% multi-shot from Durandal? That only works in the plain Hek, not the Warframe Hek. You cannot equip it on this. So you gotta get around that. So instead, I'll supplement that. Call that critical build. So you got Blender Plus and plus my Hek Ribbon that increases critical chance, and then you got up to 60% chance. Prime Ravage, which I can upgrade a little bit more if I wanted, but that means putting another form on this sucker. I got up to 3.9 critical damage, the multiplier anyway. And I got Shrapnel Shot, so when I get a kill, take that same damage from Prime Ravage and then double it. So that puts up to critical chance of, or critical damage of 5.9. Now, you can do the math if you want, but the short version is, when I do get a critical hit with this, if all pellets are critical, that is 40,000 puncture. Yeah. So yeah, when the plain Hek hits like a train, the Warframe Hek, when I get all the critical hits like a effing nuke. So it's even more powerful. You got double the shots. And like everything else, like you get that critical build, and now also that status if you choose. But again, if I put more elements on here, I jeopardize the damage dramatically. As you see, it does the same amount of damage or more, depending on your critical, because it's 60% chance. And you have double the shots. So yeah, despite only having 200 shots, you do run out slightly quicker, but that's a moot point for this weapon. You kill incredibly quick. Now, admittedly, that to get the ultimate result, you need critical chance and damage on a rivin mod, but that's not going to happen very often. So as you saw, it just destroyed the Grineer very quickly. I'm going to take 20 MOAs. And it destroys them just as quickly. And some of them killing them in one shot, because of that again, well, every pellet has 60% chance of that critical damage. You can see there's yellow everywhere. There's just yellow pellets. So many of them. So, in the beginning I only used the plain Hek, but ever since I got this rivin mod, I've been using the Warframe Hek, because again, that critical damage hits a lot more frequently now. In the past, it's only hit about 40%, and that's like, that's pretty good. But 60%? Oh, baby. It's a moot point now, but throwing some 20 chargers, you know what that rivin mod does, reduce the damage by 70%. You can see I can just tear right through a group even without punch through. Very quickly just reduce their numbers. Very quickly with 8 shots. That's like one of the major problems the regular Hek had, is only 4 shots. Problem solved with the Warframe. 8 is plenty. That's not the level of most groups very rapidly. And only 2 second or 2.3 second reload. It's not exactly a long wait. So yeah, very easily wrecks the infestation. All of them. Not just some, all infestation. So how does it do against the highest armor rate in the game? Corrupt Heavy Gunner. Well, tell you what, let's just do a quick speed up ×2, and it does take quite a few shots. You're not naturally supposed to kill enemies like this, and I could put Corrosive to make this a bit easier, but it's beside the point. I'd actually kill very few enemies doing this. Level 150. So yeah, and there we go. As you see, pretty much defeated it, though it took a lot of ammo though. But hey, it can be done. Alright, time for pros and cons for the plain Hek. On the pros, it's an incredibly powerful weapon, there's no denying that. It's the most accurate shotgun. And it can take the augmented mod from Steel Meridian and make it even more powerful. So yeah, pretty awesome. For the cons, it does have a small magazine of only 4 shots. And for both Heks, the damage fall off is 10 to 20 meters, so its incredible accuracy is somewhat a little bit wasted. But that's a bit of a moot point. Alright, going on to the score for the plain Hek. Damage, a 10 out of 10. Why would I give it anything else? Accuracy, I'm kind of mixing that fall-off damage with the accuracy, so I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10, which is good for a shotgun. Design-wise, I'm going to give 8 out of 10. It's an excellent weapon. It's like, of all the top-tier weapons, this makes it to the top 5 in my opinion. With how it's made, how it's balanced, it's excellent. Ammo-wise, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. You only have 200, like, around 150 shots, but that's plenty. You're not going to run out of ammo very easily for the Hek. Because every time you shoot someone, it should kill them. When you haven't built it right, that is. This class, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. You can get this at a low entry level into the game. At Master Rank 4. You get that very quickly. You can get this weapon very quickly, and you can start building up that damage very fast. I'm not surprised I see many of the new recruits running on with Tigresses and Heks. So, in total, I give the Hek shotgun 39 out of 50. It's a must-have. You must have this weapon. Even if you don't like shotguns, at least make either this or Tigress is the answer. You must have it, at least one of them. Now, going over the pros and cons of the Warframe Hek. Take everything from the Hek and improve it is the first major pro. Moving on from that, we can say it doubles the magazine capacity. The critical build is superior to the base build of the regular Hek. So yeah. And I guess I forgot to mention it earlier, but built in you have that radio blast from the Syndicate blast. So yeah, there's that too, but I find those things to be a bit minuscule in terms of firepower, and for higher levels anyway. On the cons, well, it has the same range issues as the plain Hek, so damage fall-off is 10 to 20 meters. Although, that is the only con in my book, other than being tedious to acquire, going through the syndicates, but no matter. Going on to the score for the Warframe Hek, damage gets the same score of 10 out of 10. Accuracy is no different from the plain Hek, so that's a 5 out of 10. Design, 10 out of 10. Take all the balancing of the plain Hek and throw it out the window. It's no longer there. You got double the shots and a more powerful critical build. Power creep said fuck it on this weapon. Ammo, you got the same score of 7 out of 10. Sure, you go through that ammo quicker, but you still kill the same amount of opponents. So it's a bit of besides the point. You simply get the ammo faster. Because every time you pull the trigger, something dies in this weapon when it's built correctly. Miscellaneous, I'm going to give it also a 10 out of 10. For being a superior version, although you can't get it as early in the game, it's definitely a superior version of the already colossal train-hitting weapon that is the Hek. So yeah. So in total, I give the Warframe Hek 42 out of 50. It's nearly perfect, which no weapon should be. No weapon's designed to be perfect. This weapon's already coming way too close to that point. So if you really like shotguns, get yourself a Warframe Hek, if you're willing to build it properly, that is. This section doesn't even need to exist right now, because you already know my answer. It doesn't matter if it's the Hek or the Warframe Hek, both weapons are worth it. There's not many weapons in this game you can take a level 150 and just destroy them. Well, it didn't absolutely destroy them, but you can easily kill them with it. Although that puts a great risk at yourself fighting at that level, and enemies will probably kill you before you kill them, because, you know, we're very squishy. But yes, this weapon's incredibly powerful. If you need a sortie out there, you need shotguns only, like I mentioned earlier, this or the Tigress, those are one of the two shotguns you at least have for that sortie, even if you're not a shotgun person. Incredibly powerful. I think I'm done sucking the dick of this weapon. I got my point across. That's my showcase for today. I'd like to thank you all for watching. I hope to see you guys next time. Take care out there.